Hello, welcome back. Since you were last with us, we've hit a little bit of a sticky patch. Can we turn it around today? Welcome to From the Bottom to the Top. Hello and welcome to episode 4 of From the Bottom to the Top. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have two games. Alfreton Town, I think it's Alfreton Town, away in the Vanarama National League North, and then that's followed by a game against Curzon Ashton, also away in the Vanarama National League North. As you will see from last time you was with us, two games we had: a 4-0 win against Gloucester, a 2-1 win against Bradford Park Avenue. Since then, we drew 0-0 with Gateshead, which wasn't a bad draw, should I say? Not a bad loss, but a bad draw, considering Gateshead's position. Kidderminster, a 2-2 draw. You will see that we were a goal behind after 10 minutes from the penalty spot. Sayers and Hayhurst put us in front, but we gave it away right at the end. And this is a little bit of a story coming here, because we threw that one away 3 minutes into injury time, and then we were playing Spennymoor. Will Hayhurst after 45 minutes. Hayden Campbell got sent off after 73, puts on the back foot. But there we go, 3 minutes into injury time, Ramshaw gets the equaliser. So that's two games we should have won where we lost them 3 minutes into injury time. So a little bit of focus disappearing right at the end of the game. Partly my fault, because I've been dropping a little bit of praise to them, going on there cautious and dropping praise, and it clearly doesn't work. So if you see me doing it today, shout at me, tell me not to do it, if you will. Because obviously it's the wrong thing to do. Right, without any more to do, how does that leave us in the table? Well, as you will currently see, we are 12th on 39 points. We have a positive goal difference now, which is good news. Curzon Ashton, who we play in the second game today, are bottom of the table on 28 points. That means, as it stands, we are 11 points clear of them. So we've built up quite a bit of daylight between that one place that is going to drop this season, because it's the rejigging of the National League North South and the National League. I think only one drops out of I think that's how it works anyway, with teams coming up will actually mean that it will go back up to 24 per division. I think that's how it's working anyway, and it'll back to normal 3 or 4 down going forward. Anyway, so for now, that's how we are. Just to point out that Telford, who are just inside the playoffs, are on 47 points. That means we are 8 points short of them at the moment. Had we won our game, we would have put ourselves in a much better position. But we do have a game in hand over Kettering at the minute. So if we win that game, we will be actually in front of them as it currently stands. So just need to keep winning, basically. There are 42 games this season, so we still have 12 games to play. Lot to play for. Let's get on with it. I hear you say, just to note that Joe Anion has got himself into equal first place with 10 clean sheets this season. So he's doing very, very well with that. This is the first player that I've actually seen of ours in any of these stats, he says, as he looks around quickly to make sure there isn't anybody else banana skin or what. Right, so let's get on with the episode. As I say, our first game of the episode is against Alfreton Town, who are currently one place behind us, equal points, but just behind us on goal difference. So a 6-pointer, I guess. And the side that's going to play in against Alfreton Town: Anion in goal, Turner, Allen, Clayton and Vaughan our backline, Sayers and Atkinson back from injury in midfield, Hayhurst, Parkin and Longbottom our attacking midfield. A bit of a different look there, Longbottom in. Hales Doherty has been dropped out of the team for today's game, and Jerome Greaves is up front. He is going to have a run out basically because Jimmy Spencer has just just got a little bit shy of the goal at the moment, so we thought we'd give him a little bit of a rest. 1 and 2, it might just sort of spark him back into life. On the bench, Carlton, Akitu, Sams, Wilson and Spencer. They're all there to go. Let's have the first half. Team's warming up for this one, and we are off and running. Nothing much doing in this first 20 odd minutes of the game. Let's have a shout, encourage the team, G him up a little bit. Hayhurst crosses for Sayers, Turner, Parkin, Atkinson, Sayers, Parkin. Back to Atkinson, Sayers looking for Longbottom but didn't find him, and the ball given away, and it's over the top of Clayton, and Southwell's in. Southwell scores his 14th goal of the season, and we are a goal down after 25 minutes. Nice ball over the top and drove that down. Southwell the scorer. Three shots, 4 shots, but nothing on target as yet. Mainly long range efforts apparently. Maybe we need to go a bit more positive. I didn't want to do that. Let's see if we can get a foothold back in here. Half time comes. We haven't really done a great deal, have we? 4 shots, none on target against their 4 shots and 4 on target. They are in the ascendancy, albeit we have the most of the possession. I think that's the only way that have stopped us from getting a bit of a hiding. Let's hope for better in the second half. And you join us with the first highlight of the second half. Greaves has got the ball. He's not done a lot since he's been on. He's held the ball up. Atkinson, Longbottom, Atkinson, Sayers, Hayhurst, back to Sayers. Sayers looking for Atkinson and no way through. Sayers, Turner, everybody getting involved here. Sayers, back to Allen. Allen to Parkin. Greaves has a shot and scores his 6th goal of the season. Jerome Greaves has got us back on level terms. 55 minutes turned, and I was beginning to wonder if we were going to give it away and they were going to cat us on the counter. But Greaves found a bit of space, drilled it from outside the area, past Wills, and we've got ourselves back into the game. They have a free kick though. And oof, that went over the top. That was close, very close. "70 minutes comes. They have a corner. We were just about to stop it for changes. Long ball. Oof, not sure what went on there. But we were lucky. That's all I know. They are on the ascendancy. Long ball, and a penalty has been given. Vaughan pushing Cisse down. I'm not sure why he pushed Cisse down. And we're likely to go to 2-1 down here. 72 minutes on the clock. And Southwell's buried that in the top of the net. Sent Onion the wrong way. He's 15th of the season. And needless, right. Time to have a look at some changes. Will Hayhurst is having a torrid time out there. It's absolute rubbish, to be fair. The worry is we haven't got anybody to come on for him. Longbottom can play left or right. Thinking, will Longbottom swap with Hayhurst. Hayhurst comes off, and we'll bring Cameron Wilson on that right hand side. I have to do a bit of jigging here. Inverted winger. I've had trouble with this before. There we go. Long bottom. He's fine as a winger on that far side. Creeves isn't having a bad game. Who else isn't really performing? Chris Atkinson apparently is tired. And we don't really have a midfielder for him. So we are stuck from that perspective. That's the only problem with only 5 subs, one of which is a goalkeeper. You can't really get the depth in the subs, which is always a bit of a problem. We're going to stick at that for the minute because I think we just need to consolidate a little bit. I'm not quite sure Cameron Wilson is going to do the business for us, but we will see. Three minutes gone. There's not a lot doing, is there? And we have some tired leggies on the floor, on the ground now. Luke Parkin. He's very tired. Again, we don't have anybody for him. I am tempted to put 2 up front, bring Parkin off, see if that can do the job. Let's put Parkin up front for a minute, and then bring Jimmy Spencer on for him. That solves one problem. And then again, we don't have a midfielder as a substitute. Albeit Lewis Turner could go into midfield. Right. Lewis Turner for Atkinson, and then what we'll do is Atkinson can come off for Keto. That's the changes we'll make then. Both of them are motivated. Let's see if we can pull something out of the bag here. I think it might be too little too late though. Who knows? It all looks awfully like it. They've shut up shop. Oh no, Sayers looking for Wilson, didn't find him. It's cut out by Sutton, and they could have a counter attack on here, and it could be 3-1 loss if we're not careful. Something's going to come of this, unless we can win the ball back. It doesn't look like it at the moment. Southwell looking for his hat trick. Of course, Vaughan isn't going out for that. Cisse cuts it inside to Evans. Johnson looking for a way through. Southwell turned on it, and Emmett. It's all over. It's all over. 2-1 loss, and we're starting to drop downhill. We did come back into that game a little bit, 12-3 in the second half, but really not good enough if we are to progress. Disappointing. And we drop down to 15th as it is. Alfreton going up to 10th, which is probably what we would have done had we won. But we didn't. We've lost, and we need to be very, very careful now, mindful of what's going on down this bottom end here. Need to improve, certainly, as things go on. There's the FA Trophy scores, and, well, I think we need to be seriously thinking about what we're doing. At the end of the day, we are really only wanting to survive this season, build over the close season, ready for next season. Right, let's go through to the second game of the episode. It's against Curzon Ashton. They are currently bottom of the table, so you would hope for a win, but nothing's ever guaranteed in this game. And the side for the game against Curzon Ashton in our second game of the episode: Anion in goal, Turner, Allen, Clayton and Vaughan. Our defence: Sayers and Atkinson in midfield, Hayhurst, Campbell and Hales Doherty on our attacking midfield. Spencer returns up front. Charlton, Sams, Walker, Parkin and Greaves are all on the bench. Curzon Ashton playing in their deep blue colour. Game underway, and first quarter gone. Not a lot happening. Let's give a shout of encouragement. Fairly tight affair up till now. No highlights, which is always a bit of a worry. We don't seem to be getting a lot of highlights, so we got this set right. Key highlights, I think so. Looks right. And half time comes. No highlights in that first half. 0-0 at half time. We've had 2 shots, one of on target. They've had 1 shot, none on target. We need to do something better in the second half. We have had a lot of the possession now. Allen here pumps the ball forward, looking for Spencer, but didn't find him, and it's possible that Curzon Ashton could get an attack on here, but Allen's cut that out. Hayhurst, Spencer, Hales Doherty, he's got a goal! He's 3rd of the season, and Tobias Hales Doherty has put us 1 up after 58 minutes. Thank goodness for that. It's beginning to weather. That is our first highlight of the game, and he's got us a goal. Hales Doherty chipped the goalkeeper. Wasn't too sure whether he'd put it wide for a second or two until it hit the back of the net, and probably no more than we deserve at this stage. Now, do we go gun-ho or do we stick with it? We're still in 15th as it stands. Oh no, we've gone up now. It's caught up with itself. Hayhurst is headed clear, but only as far as Allen, who was on the edge of the box. He's given that ball away. Allen, Tom Allen, mistake, and let's hope it doesn't pay us. Doesn't. Campbell comes and tidies up. Spencer heads it across. Hales Doherty picks it up. We're on the counter attack now. Can he swing this ball in? He can. Deep. Oh, headed over the top. It's still in play, or had it gone out? I think it was stayed in play. Hales Doherty crossed this ball in at the last possible minute, and it was headed. In fact, I think it might have been Richards that actually headed it, not Vaughan with the throw-in now to Campbell. Back to Vaughan, to Campbell. Campbell to Atkinson. Bit more flowing football now. Campbell nearly lost it. Atkinson, Spencer goes out wide to Vaughan, in for Hales Doherty, scores his 2nd of the game, 4th of the season. 2-0 now against Curzon with 64 on the clock. Much better. Seem to have found a way through, and Hales Doherty, nice, controlled the ball through Flowers and then dispatched beyond Renshaw in the goal. They have a free kick now. Wilson. Gaskell's found Curran in space, and he's hit the post, and Hayhurst tidies up. There was more luck than anything, and still they come. Turner managing to get a last-ditch tackle in. prevented the ball from being crossed in. We are up to 12th. 9 points short of Gloucester, who are in 7th currently. Ball comes forward. Sayers heads it. Turner down to Hayhurst. Back to Turner. Excuse me. Allen. Spencer. Turner. Spencer. Back to Turner. Sayers. Which is why you should have water available when you're doing this. All the way out to Vaughan. Nice build up. Spencer. Spencer has a shot from distance. Wide of the upright. He probably had Hales Owen there. Hales Doherty there, who could have put the ball away. He's on a hat trick. Right, we've dropped a bit of praise. 74 minutes. Let's have a look and see if we need to make any changes. Dave Sayers not having a fantastic game in that middle there. Will Hayhurst having a better game on the left this time. Not fantastic, but he's better. Not going to make any changes at the moment, I don't think. I've decided. We do need to look at the opposition, though. They have made a couple of changes, mainly in defence, so nothing doing. Okay, I'm not going to make any obvious movements on that one for the moment. They have a throw in on that far side. Curran gets the cross in. It's deep. It's headed clear by Hayhurst, but only as far as Burko. He's crossed the ball in deep, and Thomas gets one back. His 9th goal of the season. 82 on the clock. Could this be a comeback for them? Atkinson come out to him, didn't really cut out the cross, and it was deep, and Thomas got past Turner. And again, dropped a little bit of praise. Avoid the praise button, guys. It doesn't do any good. The minute you drop praise, the minute it all goes off the boil. Right, I think it is time for some changes. With 83 minutes on the clock, I think we need to shore up. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to move Campbell into there. We're going to move Atkinson back there. But we are going to change out Atkinson for Sam Walker. Hayhurst, I think, has done his bit, has he? He's not performing particularly well. Dave Sayers, we haven't got another midfielder to bring on. Luke Parkin. I'm tempted, if we move Hales Doherty over that side, take Hayhurst off for Parkin. And those are the two changes we're going to make for now. Atkinson through to Campbell. Campbell to Hales Doherty, who gets his hat trick, but there's offside. Thought that had put us in the box seat. Right, 88 minutes gone. Shall we drop down to a cautious? We really could do with a win here. Let's not do anything stupid. Ball back to Agnon. Allen out to Turner. Turner comes forward. He's run it forward for Hales Doherty, who's not managed to get the angle on it. Turner, it's come off the crossbar. Parkin will tidy up. He's put it back into the area. Spencer not getting there. Clayton has cut it out to Campbell. Vaughan back to Agnon. And full time comes. We have actually survived this one. 2-1. And, well, in the end, it was 10 shots, 4 on target against 7 and 2. We had the better of the XG, 63% possession, 7.03 on the thing. We didn't do too bad then in the end. And I think we can probably go around and do the rounds. Thought you did well. Hales Doherty. Good work. Tom Allen and Clayton in that defensive thing, I think makes those comments. The rest will just have to go without a comment. That leaves us in 12th at the end of the episode, 42 points, 9 points behind Gloucester, who are in 7th on 51. But Curzon Ashton, who we've just beaten, are still down there with 28 points, which means that we have opened up that gap now is 14 points between us and Curzon Ashton. So I think we can pretty much be fairly confident that by the time we come around to the next episode, that should be survival in the Vanarama National League North. And we'll be then looking to see how we can get ourselves ready for next season. We're coming back for Kettering and Blythe in the next episode. Kettering currently 10th, Blythe currently 16th. And then we'll come back for a final episode of Darlington and Boston. Boston could be quite an interesting. I hope we're not too much hinging on the last game of the season, because it's they're currently 4th, so they're doing extremely well. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. Keeps you up to date with all future episodes of this and new series as they are released. Don't forget my other series of making Tottenham Hotspurs again, still going out. We've decided to do another season as we were reasonably successful in this season. We're going to extend it for another season. It's getting viewing still, so we'll keep that going for one more season. New episodes of Bottom to the Top are currently released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. And if you want to keep up to date with what's happening on this channel and more, you need to follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you for the next episode, which will be episode 5. It's out on Monday. Till then, goodbye.